as well, right? Whichever the means whatever the application that we are developing. So where and all I want these services, we can try to integrate it. So where and all I wanted to extract. So during that time, I can try to call this particular model to extract. So this will extract and give me the data that I can do my other application, other service which I'll be running. So there I can try to usually in the DB also if I'm taking data, so we
Yeah.
can store it in the form that I want, right? In the DB as well.
Yes.
So in
Yeah.
that way we can try to do that.
Okay.
So then you build a machine learning model by using the automated machine learning user interface. So you need to ensure that the model meets the Microsoft transparency principle for responsible AI.
Yeah.
So this one you're able to do that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Explain. I mean,
Yes.
everything should be explained.
Yes.
Nothing should be hidden. Yeah.
Yes. Means that is transparency we have to maintain.
Transparency.
Here
Yeah.
actually sometimes rather than selecting the valid one, so extraction plays a vital role here. So set
Okay.
max occurrence iterations to 0. Like this iterations is not part of the responsible AI. And primary metrics to accuracy, like kind of accuracy we are not discussing about the uh, and also validation also we are not discussing, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So as such, so your team is planning to making use of Azure AI language service. So can you use the service to detect the text language? So usually when we are planning to use any language services, right? So
Yeah.
whenever a kind of language service when it comes, so AI language, Azure AI language services is there. Okay.
Yeah.
So they will be using NLP. Okay. So
Yeah.
they're asking they can also detect text language as well. Okay, but
Yeah.
actually it is possible. So maybe this you will get more idea whenever we are discussing about the this one language services which are there.
Actually,
So
it clearly says like in the name itself, it is the AI
yes.
language, and
Yeah.
our is the text language. The question in the second line, service to detect text language. And then
Yes.
language service means it should detect
Yes.
text language. Yeah.
Give me a second, someone at the door.
Okay.
Yeah. If you want something, you call me, Anisha. Yeah, sorry.
No problem.
Are you there? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, actually here, so we have to make sure that where and all language service is useful. So for us, if we talk about, see, you know about the vision service. So when you
Yeah.
talk about the vision service, so AI vision we are going to use it. So apart from that, Azure AI services, there you can try to use it. Correct. So these are the two different services which provides us the vision services. But when we are getting the vision services, what are the different services that they are available? So first one is we discussed about the optical character recognition. So apart from that, we discussed about the like object detection which are there, like
Yeah.
they'll be helping us to identify the different objects which are present over there. So then we had discussed one more service, right, yesterday. Let me,
Yeah.
three different services are there actually when it comes to the computer vision.
Computer
So under,
vision. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. AI services vision service and yeah.
image classification, optical character recognition, and facial detection. So these are the
Yeah.
three different services which we are going to facial recognition. For the facial recognition when we are doing, so again, this can be achieved by the three different Azure platforms. Okay, so basically you can remember as such. So then it will not, I means we can try to, I can just try to prepare a shortcut like that. So which are all the services that we'll be using, and I'll give you so that you can use it very easily.
Sure.
So how it is, like, so when it comes to the computer vision,
Yeah.
so just as part of the computer vision, from the Azure you are getting Azure Vision Service. So Azure Vision Studio you will be using. So there they will be providing few services like optical character recognition.
Object detection,
So object detection,
image classification also,
vision.
and image
So
analysis,
like,
whatever in the PPT. Yeah.
yes, we can do that. Different services means related to the recognition which are all there. So we can try to do that. In the same way, we can use the so facial recognition. So as part of the facial recognition, so we are having so Azure AI face means Azure face services we have. Azure AI face
Yeah.
recognition, and then video analyzer also we have, like that three different services. So they will basically what they'll do is either if you are having video, they'll try to analyze and give you the text. If you give some images, they'll try to analyze the different phases and they'll be giving it. So in that way, I'll just try to list out and I'll give you so that it will be easy for you to understand. So in the same way, Azure AI language services when we talk, so basically they will perform three different tasks.
Okay.
So one is they will convert the speech, whatever you are giving speech to speech, text to text, and speech to text
Text to
and text
speech.
to speech. Okay. So where and all these it is there. Here it is there. They're telling that can you use service to detect text language? Correct, right? So we can try
Yeah.
to detect as part of the text language. Okay. This is one of
So
the
in
feature of the AI language services.
okay, okay,
Yeah.
and there is a speech recognizer, and there is a speech. One more thing I'm missing that
Synthesis.
basically convert synthesis, correct?
Speech synthesis we have.
Yeah, and also translator translation service.
Yes.
Three services I
They'll
hope. Yeah.
convert. Yes, yeah, three different services are there.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So here your team needs
Uh,
to build an application. So application will be used to read text to users who have reduced vision. So definitely we can, if they are not having vision means we can't use kind of OCR or any object detection and all. So we have to
yeah.
use the service which is related to the language, right? So or the speech which we are having. So for that here AI language is also we can try to use, but they're telling that key phase extraction, which is specifically that is not able to. It this will specify, like it will help us to extract a specific data inside whenever we are just watching certain videos like that. Or if I'm giving the a image, so if I wanted to extract certain phases of the data, we'll be using. But this is like different one AI speech service which is there. So that is the reason. So we can try to use this AI speech service which is available for us.
Okay.
So in that way, like you have to make sure to extract as well. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So next one, they're saying that yeah, your team is developing an application. Users would upload videos via the application. So you have to ensure that closed up caption is generated for the videos, and which of the following services can be used for this requirement. Okay. So here, like, would you upload videos via the application? So here, whenever we are using any of the bot services, right? So here, uh, yeah, so we will be getting kind of the first thing whenever we are using is this service whenever we are using. So what exactly it is happening? So if it is playing as a video, it is going to give it in the form of caption. So internally it is going to use speech to text service, so from the
Oh,
audio of the video which we had been provided. Okay. So for that reason, so we can try to use the bot, like sorry, AI speech services.
Is speech
Yeah,
services.
yeah,
Okay.
yes, yes, yes. I had written it
Uh,
wrong. Yeah, so here we are just using the video, right?
yeah, yeah.
So via video, so it is trying to we are trying to close, I mean, get the captions from the video, right? So that is the reason. So we are using the speech services which is there.
So the one which I selected is vision, right?
Okay. So it is not like here, if we are just getting any of the images, right?
Yes.
Then we can say vision. But what
Yeah.
exactly there is, have to
Video.
ensure that closed caption is generated for the videos. So we are more
Uh,
concentrating on the caption, not on the any images.
got it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, next. Which so here internally what is happening? So we are just trying to get the speech to text service. We should use it when we are trying to develop it.
Oh,
So here next question is yeah.
being
So,
able
which
to.
of the following features of the Azure AI language services can you use for the requirement? So, what is the requirement we are having? Being able to look at key phrases in the text that ensures that user has added when raising the support issue. Means whenever they are raising any support issue, so we have to extract the key phrases which are present. So, what service that we can select here?
Key phrases have given.
Yes, that is correct. Sorry, this one is wrong. Actually, while adding, I might have missed. So whenever we are using this extraction, right? Like
Yeah.
if we are extracting any key phrases in a particular service, so we'll be using key phrase extraction only. So if I wanted to use that, so I can use Azure AI language service for that. Okay, by using Azure AI language service, we can try to do key phrase extraction.
Okay.
So wherever you get any service, if you are getting asked related to the any of the key phase extraction, so we can try to use
Sure.
Azure AI language service. So whenever we get Azure AI speech services,
Speech services.
yes,
Uh, s- Speech services.
whenever we
Again,
wanted to use speech to
to text,
text and text to,
text to speech, and text to text also.
we'll be using the AI speech services. So whenever
Okay.
you get scenario, you need to just think like what exactly internally they are trying to do. So here, like we can say for the vision blind people, so we wanted to get the speech means we have to read, correct? So it's kind
Yes.
of I want someone who is speech giving a reading it, and I want here also the service who is trying to analyze the speech and convert into text. Okay,
Okay.
so here key phase extraction related to the Azure AI language service. Okay. So here next one. So whenever it comes to the sentiment analysis, right? So one way we can try to do in the sentiment analysis by via like whenever we are doing facial recognition, right? So during that
Yeah.
time we can try to do it. So apart from that, when we are using analyzing their voice, so in that way also we can try to analyze it. So here they're asking which are, means two areas we can do. Okay, that you can remember. So based on the options, like we need to extract the data. Which of the following features of the Azure AI language service can you use for the requirement? Understand how urgent the issue is based on the text and the user has added when raising the support issue. So here, so we need to just think about the issue's emergency, correct? So it
Yes.
means it helps me to means I need to understand via sentiment analysis. So if I understand the sentiment, then only I'm able to address the issue, right? Or else I'm not able to address the issue which is there. Okay.
Okay.
So
Okay.
here we are again using the Azure AI language service. Okay. One of the service that we can do key phase extraction, apart from that we can use here as a sentiment analysis.
Okay.
Okay. Now,
Sure.
so your team is playing on using face services, like we are just planning to use the face services, our team. So yeah. So which of the following features of the face service can be used for the below requirement? So one is match a face to a set of faces. Okay. So
Okay.
whenever we are using face services, right? So we
Yeah.
can three different ways we can do it. So one
Okay.
is exactly identifying. Okay. So
Okay.
another one is so we can just give one particular face, and we can just make sure that certain features are having similar or not.
Okay.
And sometimes,
Identical.
yeah, means finding
Okay.
similar one.
Okay.
Okay.
Finding similar means there is another option. I mean, it is looking for
Yeah.
exact option seems
Yeah,
that
exact means identification. I'm just telling different
identification.
ways that we can try to do. Here,
Okay.
identification only we are doing. Means when we are doing identification, so it is kind of an equal symbol. Exact replica or not, we are trying to check it.
Okay. Okay.
And then, so another one, still, what is this, Anisha? Yeah. So after that, we have to find whether some of the features are matching or not. We can do it. Okay. Means, and then we can try to use no, Anisha. So we can try to just check it. So whether whatever we are just giving it, whatever the sentiment recognition also we can try to check it. So in that way, similar ways we can try to do. So when we are just matching exact replica, so we can go with the identification option. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So here we are using Azure AI Face Services. Yeah. So for
Okay.
matching the exact replica. Then, so your team is planning to use the face service. So which of the following features of the face services can be used for the below requirement? Do these two phases belong to the same person or not? Like, so here we should do what exactly we can do?
Verification. Huh?
Yeah, verification only.
These two. Okay.
Yeah, so means we need to verify whether that particular person's face is belongs to that particular given features are belongs to that person or not, we need to identify. So then,
Okay.
so your team is planning on using face services. So which of the following features of the face services can be used for the below requirement? Do a matching between a target face and a set of candidate faces. So here also I have some data, so I need to match with the uh, different phases which are present, so which are all similar. It is not exactly identical copy, correct?
Okay. Yeah.
So here when we talk about the facial service, so we can use identification, find similar,
Verification.
and verification. So these are the different ways that we can try to do it. So next, so your team is planning on using an auto ML solution in the Azure machine learning. Can you use the Python language in the automated machine learning? So I just talked regarding this yesterday, I think, right? So
Actually, I
we
thought like in the normal, not in the auto ML solutions.
mm,
I think you use it in the normal studio. I
designer,
mean, in the
designer when
designer
I
you
was
have used.
doing, I told, yeah. Even in actually automated ML also. So it is like if I wanted to use the customized code which is present, means my own Python code, if I wanted to integrate, so I can integrate it. Means there is a Python SDK. You know, right? SDK files like
Yeah.
packages which are available when I wanted
Yeah.
to do. So in the same way, so Python SDK will be available for the automated machine learning also. So if I wanted to integrate with that, so we can try to integrate with that. So or else we can try to skip it as well. So
Oh,
next one, so your team is planning on using the auto ML solution in the Azure machine learning. Do you need to have prior coding experience to work with the
no
auto
for
ML?
automate. No
Nothing,
for
right?
auto ML. No.
Yes.
For
So
designer, it is needed actually.
yeah.
Whenever we
So
want some. Yeah. Yeah.
yes, if I wanted to implement, so I may require. So next, your team needs to train a model. So here the requirement is to find out,
Cost of 3 bedroom
yes,
numeric value.
yes, 3 bedroom house in the coming year. So with that, which of the following type of the machine learning algorithm needs to be used? Which one? It is this you did it, I think, properly,
The
right?
regression.
Yeah, numeric values that we
Yeah.
got, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So your team needs to train a
Yeah.
model. Here is the requirements to find out which type of computer models always have failures. So here, so the we have to set out group of computer models. They have the failures over here. So this is an example for what? So clustering, which we are going to use it. Okay.
How,
This,
Mamta, this one?
yeah.
Always have
So
failures. Failures. List of failures. Grouping the failures. Something like that.
So yeah, so here like when you take computer models, right? So like
Yeah.
you can just find it's not only one type of a computer. Okay, you will get, yeah, different types of the computer models, and also they were like means we need to find out here. Okay, it means we don't know the outcome, right? Label is not present first of all.
Yeah.
So we
Yeah.
don't know exact failure, what exactly we should identify. Okay, this is an outcome like that. We don't have.
Okay.
So what exactly we should do is here we should take up the different types of the models, and we have to find out what is the failures which is present for that particular computer model. Means we are going to do grouping. So for different types of the models with different types of the failures that we are going to get it. But here I don't have any expected output or output, right? So outcome. So this is the exactly the outcome that we are looking.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
based on that. So basically you need, whenever you are getting clustering and all, right? So you can
Yeah.
search for the first thing is label, whether it is present or not.
Okay.
Yeah. So next one, so which of the following model is used in Azure Machine Learning Designer to split a data set into a training and validation data set? So
Split data module.
this, yeah, so we need to use split data feature. So by dragging this, we can split the data into different fractions, like whatever the percentage that I wanted to use for training, and whatever the percent of data set that I want for the modeling, so I can try to
Evaluation.
use it. Yes. So your team is planning on using an Azure Machine Learning Designer.
Yeah,
Can
this
you
one I
drag a
mentioned.
data set onto the designer? So here this is kind of a whatever the data sets that components and data sets we had right yesterday, Nazim.
Yes.
So these data sets we can try to drag into the designer window where which we are using, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you are
Uh,
able to relate now.
yeah. Actually, I thought like Mamta,
Mm,
I need pipeline first. When designer is there, I need to select the pipeline or
mm.
custom pipeline, and then data set can be added. I thought like that.
No,
That's the
it is
reason I said no.
just, yeah, it is
Yeah.
like different. Just we can we drag this whatever data sets that we are selecting is right. So
Yeah.
can we drag that into the designer? That's it.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
your team is planning on using the Azure Machine Learning Designer. So can you drag a pipeline onto the designer? So we can't drag a pipeline. Only what are all the different data sets I want, like split data set, like evaluate the data set and score data set. So these are and also which type of the machine learning, I mean algorithm that I wanted to use. All these things that I can drag. So after that, we need to submit that into the submit that so to the pipeline which will create a job, and it will try to run that designer which we had been created, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So your team is planning on using the Azure AI vision service. So I think vision you are you are able
Yeah.
to do everything.
Yeah.
So they would use it to analyze a set of images. Which of the following features helps into identify objects and also get bounding coordinates of the object? Yeah, so when it comes to the objects, so I just told you, so remember that we can find out different types of the objects, and also we'll get the bounding coordinates for that particular objects. These two things we should able to remember. So then
Sure.
the next question is like, yeah, so your team is, this is like extract printed and handwritten text from the images. This is, we know,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Optical character. And then
Even
which
this
of the
is also.
followings are, yes, responsible AI, we know. It's easy to exclude, and
It,
opacity we don't have.
yeah.
Yeah, so you need develop a several systems. One system needs all capability to determine whether images uh, contain a set of objects or not. So here,
In this one,
related to the
blindly
yes,
vision.
related to image, so computer vision we can. Your team needs to develop a several systems. One system needs to have an automated chat facility. So when it comes to the automated chat facility, and also it is kind of a conversational AI which we can try to use it. See, natural language processing just to get the uh, extract the text related data,
Yes,
means
speech to
whatever the
text. Yeah.
communication related data is there, so we can try to get it. Computer vision, just the images, but here I want either you submit when it comes to the conversation. So it either you are talking or you are giving an image, so I want something analyze and get the output. So here it's kind of an establishing the conversation when we are using it. Okay.
Yeah.
Next,
Yeah.
so your team is planning needs to develop a several systems. One system needs to understand whether reviews are positive or negative. So this always remember. So when it comes
That
to
is
the review,
sentiment.
yes, I told you
Sentiment.
right.
Yeah.
So when it comes to sentiment, so if you wanted to understand the flow, so we'll use two different flow. So one is like based on the language or the communication how they had written, are based on the video. So here we can go with the uh, natural language processing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so then, so we are done with, yeah, this one. Process of creating new features from the raw data. So whenever we
Yeah.
are getting the any raw data, so that from the raw data, so if you are creating a new feature of my own, so for that we usually call it as a feature engineering. Okay,
Yeah.
so this is kind of you're just using some random data, and I'm just going to customize with the way that I want. Okay, so
Yeah.
then so whatever the features that I had selected, so in
Okay.
that I'm going to, if I'll be selecting a key subset in that particular feature, that we call it as a feature selection.
Okay. Key subset means. Uh,
Means
what?
like you might be having multiple data sets there, right? Like, so when it comes to the diabetic patients list when you take, so that is the data to predict the diabetes. It might be multiple features. Okay, so you will be taking certain parameters for your analysis. Like everyone, when they are doing the prediction, they'll take different features right inside. So I might be
Yeah.
taking based on the age and their blood pressure and their sugar level, and also based on their weight and their food intake process. Like that, I can have multiple parameters to consider. So here
Okay.
I might be having some data which is already available. In that, I'm going to customize my own. Okay, so after customize, so just for subset, I'm just trying to take it up kind of a yesterday we have done, we divided the data into different modules, right? So as such, I can just take one key subset in that particular feature if you are selecting that. So that is called as the feature selection. This is all related to the data science process.
Okay.
So I'll
Okay.
give you some link. I'll just find it the appropriate link and I'll give you. So this is like when we are trying to implement the applications, models, right? So how exactly we'll play with the uh, data. So based on that, when we are doing data, so whenever we are just trying to build our own model, right? So during
Mm.
that time, so first we are going to have data set. Right now we had taken data set already, which is present. So before that, if I'll be developing data by my own, so we need to use certain techniques. Okay, so we had talked like data scientists, they'll be working on this data building and all, right? So
Mm.
there they'll be using certain techniques, and then we are going to do the model training. After that, we are going to evaluate the model. So if it looks good, then only we can try to deploy that particular model. Okay, so there it comes in.
Okay.
So here, this you could have answered,
Yeah, I
right?
have done. Yeah.
Yeah. So then you're
Real
setting
time
up,
means it is a Kubernetes. So if it is a for
mm,
uh, testing purpose, then it's a
we
container.
can use, yeah. So we can use any virtual machine instances.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So your development is planning on setting up a bot instance with the use of the Azure bot service.
Yeah.
Can the team communicate with the bot via Microsoft Teams?
Yes.
Yes or no?
Yes. These two, Slack and Teams, I have given yes.
Yes, yes, we
Mm,
can try to communicate. Actually,
yeah.
this is one of the question when I was taking the certification, right? So I
Okay.
got the same question actually. Like
Okay.
team Microsoft Teams, whether we are able to communicate or not. Okay, actually when we talk about any bot, right, so there are many ways to communicate with that particular bot. Like we can use the one of the way is Microsoft Teams as well, and also we can try to connect with the different other Slack services which are present as well.
Okay.
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 Yeah, then which of the following service allows you to host your own knowledge base?
I have selected Azure AI language.
Yes.
Custom vision, which vision service are different totally. One
Mm-hmm.
images and uh, yeah, images and a translator is like text to text translator.
Mm-hmm.
It does. So I
Yes, so
selected AI.
knowledge base in the sense actually it's kind of a, question and answer features. Okay, so these question and answer features like Q&A maker and all, so we can
Q&A maker.
use these features along with the Azure AI language service. Okay, so that is the reason here we can use Azure AI language services.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah, sure. So we discussed now, right? So I'll just try to give you end of the day another. So based on these concepts are there, right? So what are all we had discussed? This is basically related to this only. You will be getting Nazim in the certification. So I'll just try to create one more question paper, and I'll give you by end of today or by tomorrow morning. So before session, before we'll start the session, you try to take it up.
Sure. Sure,
Okay.
Mamta. Sure.
So this one I'll just try to list out in this way,
Yeah.
shortcut way. So this even you can revise before your exam as well.
Yeah, that will help, Mamta.
Yeah,
Surely.
I will do that. I'll do that. Means all the services that you can do and one word definition for that. So if you can remember one word definition, basically you can see most of the questions will come from the definition only. So if you know the exactly the definition, you can remember, okay, whether this service belongs to this or not. That is also one hack that you can use. So basic definition and what are all we can use cases of that service, and then in the Azure, what are all the services we can use for that particular service, for that particular model to be used. Okay, in that way, I'll try to make it and give it.
Sure. Sure, Mamta. That will help. Yeah.
Yeah, sure, Nazim. So I'll just give that later. I'll give. Oh, you can go through that once. Later, I'll post you the assessment. So we can. You can just try to see how much you are getting. So when I can say is if you are whatever the paper that I'll give you,
Yeah.
if you can get around 8 9, whatever the new paper if I give. So if you are
Okay.
getting more than 85 above, so you will be easily get it from the. You can. usually easily clear from the certification as well.
Sure, definitely, Mamta.
Less
I will
than
try.
that, it is like it is of no use.
Okay, okay. I will
Okay.
try, Mamta.
Yeah,
Sure.
sure, Nazim. Yeah, thank you. Bye.
Thanks, Mamta.
Bye.
Bye, bye.